call me Buster, and welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. In the previous episode, we created Seed Pickin, which is a farming simulation game, basically just Harvest Moon, I guess. But it sold pretty well. It was our first really big hit game. We have almost $700,000. So, in the start of this episode, we're going to create our very own game engine. And also the C64 is sadly off the market. Sad times. So now it's like 150k. Pfft, that's nothing. Here, you can have it. So what do we call our engine? Like, there's like the Unreal Engine and stuff like that. What do we call this? Let's see. It's a 2D engine that allows you to have linear stories, save game support. You can even put tutorials in your game, guys. Mono sound. I'm telling you, it's the next big thing in gaming. So we'll call this the universe engine, because at this point we have no idea that technology is going to increase so far beyond this, it's not even funny. So we call it the universe engine, thinking it's just the biggest thing ever. You're now creating your own custom game engine. Once it's finished, you'll be able to use it when creating new games, which will of course make our games that much better, and then our games will hopefully sell that much better. Seed Pickin has achieved a company sales record of over 100k units sold. It's an important milestone in the history of underdog creations. Oh yeah, we've made a good game. We've made a good game. Alright, working on that engine. So I think, I don't know what kind of topics I have. I think I might actually... I'm thinking of making another racing game, but I don't know what good racing games there are on like the NES or anything. Invest over 100,000 in a new game engine. Well, hey, gotta put everything in there. Okay, so Seed Pickin's off the market. Let's go ahead and let's look at some contract work, shall we? I don't think we need any contract work. We got money. We got money for days. Let's develop a new game. Actually, first I want to look at the topics I have. I need more research points for marketing. Rhythm, government. Okay, what? Government? What are actual real life games that could arguably be a government game? I can't think of any game where you're like trying to be a politician or anything. Maybe SimCity because you're the mayor, but come on, that's like a city building simulation game, you know? It's not about being the mayor. Aliens, huh? I could make I was gonna say I could make ET for the Atari 2600, but the Atari 2600 seems to not be here. I want to make a rhythm game at some point, at least. So let's research that. The more topics you research, the more topics you're able to then research, because I think you can only research like 4 or 5 at a time. At least as far as your choices. Let's develop a new game. So we're starting to just lose money over time here. So what's our topic? I just made a farming game. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to make a medieval RPG for the NES, right? This has been out for a little bit now, though. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it on the Game Boy. And I'll make it for everyone. It's an RPG on the Universe Engine. Oh yeah. So on the Game Boy, there's a lot of RPGs I like. The one I have in mind, thinking of a medieval RPG, is there's Dragon Quest 1 and 2, which is of course a remake of the first 2 Dragon Quest games, which were on the NES originally, but on the Game Boy you can do more. I think maybe not. On the Game Boy Color you could, but I don't think the Game Boy Color is a thing in this game. I don't actually know that, but whatever. This is going to be something like Dragon Quest. It's a medieval RPG. In this one, instead of like Umbrage, in Umbrage you just play as Rickon through the whole thing, but in this one it's an actual turn-based RPG, and you get different party members that can learn different kinds of moves. Like one of them does magic, and one of them does healing, and one of them is the tank and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and call this one let's see. We'll call it... It's going to be a really story-driven game. I'm just looking at the keyboard to try and see what letter I want to start it with. Let's see. Castle... Castle Guard. You play as the Castle Guard, yeah. So you are the captain of the Castle Guard, and you have to then, when your castle comes under attack from evil monsters, you then have to gather the best of the best in the kingdom to get them to join your party and go on an adventure with you throughout the world, to go to the different kingdoms and find out information. You have to talk to all the NPCs. Dialogues are good, yes, thank you. AI probably is not super important for an RPG. Level design, not as much. World design will be important, but I'll put it up a little bit. Like that. So in this game you get to choose. It has procedurally generated characters, so they all look a different way. And they all have different stats, right? So you go around through the kingdom, looking through the barracks of the Castle Guard, finding different characters, and every time you can choose to wait for new recruits to come in. If you do, then you have a chance of getting a better character, but you also miss out on some items that you might have gotten had you not waited, right? So in that way you get to create your own party, but to get the best possible loadout, you have... What's this? Proposition. Decrypt message. This is a very special offer. Our agents have recently managed to borrow some research information which might be of interest to you. If you are interested, then transfer 31K to the enclosed uplink location. We'll contact you, Agent Blowfish. Yeah, that sounds like a scam. Let's not do that. Although they did encrypt the message. Alright, so Castle Guard came in. Let's see how people like making their own parties. Oh, they love it. Oh, it's so good. We got a 10. Oh, another 10. Oh, this is going to sell so well. Oh, this is hype. Oh, another 10. Can we do a perfect 10? 10 for 10. 10 for 10. Oh, all games. All games, you ruined me. It's still going to sell like hotcakes, though. Oh, man. That's... Oh, look at this. Oh, 150K. In the first week. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. You've made quite a name for yourself and have saved up a lot of capital. If you want to grow the company further, then moving into a new office is the next step. I have found the perfect office. Who is the speaker here? Situated in a technology park. Would you like to move your company to the next level? Who am I talking to? I've found a perfect office. Would you like... Okay. Well, yeah, let's do it. 150K is nothing. I have over $1 million and I'm about to get more. Here we are. Oh yeah, we have an office for Underdog Creations. This is the dream. You get to come here every day. Don't have to worry about your dog barking in the background as you try to make your game or record your Let's Play in your parents' basement or garage, as it were. Maybe it was a basement garage. No, I don't think that's... I don't know, maybe it could be. Anyway, welcome to your new office. Now that you have a bigger office, you can hire staff and forge a world-class development team to make even better games. Oh, I can also train myself to improve my skills. Let's try this by completing a management course, which is required before you can hire your first employee. Click on your character to bring up the training menu. Alright, train. Staff management, it takes no research points, just $25,000. We've got some stuff here, book studies. Code incomplete. Okay, well, let's do it. We'll hire our first employee. That's awesome. Meanwhile, we just keep on getting $3 million. According to our market research, the recently published... Oh, that's right, I need to do a game report. Let's do that. But it's a surprise hit with players. The developer, Underdog Creations, is fairly new to the gaming industry, but we cannot wait for what they will develop next. So yeah, made a huge hit for the Game Boy. Oh, I can't do it. Can't do it yet. So sell 500,000 copies of the game without the help of a publisher. Publisher? I don't even have, like... I thought they all went to the publisher. That's what it said at the start when I developed my first game. Well, it was recently released by Underdog Creations, hit over 500,000 in sales. If it were a music record, it would have gold status. That's what I'm talking about. I wonder how many more it will sell. Very good. Alright, generate that game report. Gotta know exactly what we did right so we can do it again next time, right? So, Vena has announced that they will release a new gaming console in 2 months. The Oasis comes with 16-bit graphics and sound, which promises a new kind of gaming experience. Vena said at the announcement, the Oasis is a new start. It will be the genesis of a new generation of gaming consoles, and we believe it will do very well in the market. Some of the games already announced for the console suggest it will appeal to more mature audiences. Okay, good to know. So now we're going to generate that game report. I want to check that out. Alright. Let's see how we could have gotten that perfect 4 10s. Story quest is important. Gameling and everyone is good. Oh, you know what? If I had made it a young audience game, maybe it would have gotten that perfect 10s. But medieval and everyone is great. Okay, cool. There we go. We made our first huge hit. Oh, we have $5 million. Let's hire somebody, shall we? You have to advertise the opening position. Set an advertising budget to decide how you want to test your applicants. Okay, high budget will increase the number of applicants, and the different tests will help find people with the right balance of design and technology skills. So, what are my skills? Can I check? Let's see, train. If you want to create hit games and have a world-class team, then training is important for best results. Don't overwhelm them with too many sessions of training. So does that mean... I don't know, I'll figure that out later. There are different training options available. Some options are better to increase certain skills than others. Experimentation is the best way to figure out... Excuse that cut, I just had a huge old coughing fit. That's what happens when I try to talk loudly too quickly for too long. Anyway, it's useful to have a mix of specialists and all-rounders in your team, but the aim is to have at least one design specialist and one technology specialist. Okay, so let's do one of these. I'll just have him do that. Oh, I'm at 300s on everything, so I'm perfectly well balanced. Anyway, let's fill this position. I can put up to 2 million into this. I don't want to put that much in. Let's put in like 500,000. Can't. I'll put a little over then. So I guess I'm taking a design course right now, it seems. So let's do complex algorithms, because that's good. Showreel. Yeah, complex algorithms. Let's search for someone who can do good algorithms. It seems that we recently moved into an office in a well-known technology park and is now searching for employees. The company, which is known for games such as Castle Guard and Seed Pickin', has reportedly operated out of a garage until now. One of the many fans of Castle Guard commented, "I can't believe that they didn't even have a proper office until now, and that those games were created by only one person. I'm really looking forward to their future games." Ah, yeah. The Oasis has been released, so we can start making games for the Genesis now if we want. Search for the open position is complete. We can always train our employees to improve their skills. So I have 300s and everything. So we have Eleanor McKinney. She's level 2 and is way below me for 23k per month. You cost... Whoa. What? You cost way less. You're level 1. And all of your skills except for research are... Wait, speed and research? I thought that was supposed to be design and technology. Oh, no, wait, it shows it up here. It shows it up here. So you're 145 design, 254 technology. You have no design. You're all about the technology. Okay, so... and your technology is only 190. Okay, so you're actually not so good. This person is actually pretty good. The speed and research is not as important. His speed and research are really good, and he doesn't cost as much. But, I don't know. Let's... Tom references. He's pretty well-rounded all around. He doesn't cost too much. He's level 2. This guy looks pretty good. I kind of want to have well-rounded employees rather than people who are only good at one thing. So far, she's the best, but let's look at Eric Kelly. Oh yeah, he's all technology. He's better than me at technology, but he's not the best at speed and research comparatively, and he costs a lot. Ooh, she does too. Let's see. Let's see. Who has the most well-rounded tech and design? So I think I want to go for... Oh man, Tom References has better speed and research. Actually, he just has better speed, huh? And he has 111 design. She has 145 though. They cost the same. Research is almost 300, but his speed is faster. Tom has 288 and she has 254. You know what? I think I'm going to go for Tom References. His design is only a little bit lower than Eleanor's, and he has better speed. And his research is not that far behind, plus he costs less. So Tom References, I like your name. I'm sure we'll be making lots of references together. Congratulations, you're hired. Hire someone famous? I hired someone famous. Who is Tom References the name of a person in real life? Or maybe his last name is References because he's supposed to be a reference to a real person or something. Well, new employees have to settle in before they become fully effective. When it's not fully efficient, you can see an efficiency bar next to them. It will fill up slowly over time. Okay. So, welcome training to get them up to speed quickly. That's good to know. They will maximize their efficiency way faster than normal. To do this, close the message, click on the character. Medium games. Okay, so here's Tom References. That F looks a little bit weird. It looks kind of glitchy, but I can see it. Alright, so, no, please don't fire him. I just hired him. So, staff welcome training. Welcome to the team, Tom References. Okay, so there's Tom. He's on the team now. Awesome. We've got our first employee, so we should be able to make even better games now. Oh, why do I have an effectiveness meter? I don't know. Technology, design, research, speed. Oh, look. It shows my stats right here. That's good. So, yeah, that gave me a little bit more design and tech. So that's good, I guess. Is he still doing his training? Or, oh, he already finished it, huh? Okay. I don't know. Do I want to increase Tom's design? Well, we'll figure that out later. For now, let's start developing a new game. What platforms do we have? I could put it on the Oasis. Let's see. The TES is probably gonna drop off soon because the Super NES is probably gonna come out, especially since the Genesis just launched. I've had a lot of success on the Game Boy, but you know what? Let's look for. Let's see. Where's my research? Research. Do I have to? Oh, so now I have to click on a specific employee to do it. Oh wait, medium games, and you also research new topic. Oh, marketing, that's gonna be important. Well, let's see what we've got. Crime. I can definitely make something work with that. So let's do that. Let's make a crime game. In fact, let's make a crime game for the Oasis because it said it would be better for the mature audiences. So let's make a mature crime game on the Genesis. Alright, so we have medium games now. I have followed the progress of Underdog Creations for a while, and it seems that with your recent expansion you've just started developing larger games. Larger games deserve to be seen by more people, and this is where a publisher can come in handy. A publisher will market and publish your game around the world. They will also help fund development. Okay. In return, they keep most of the profits, but since the game will sell a lot more, it is still usually worth it. I can put you in touch with some publishers so you can look at the available contracts. Just let me know, Jasmine Droke. Alright, so we can do publishing contracts now. Find a publishing deal. Right. So that'll help us get our games in front of more people's eyes, basically. To use a publisher, you need to sign a contract. It will dictate what kind of game you need to create. Pay attention to all the details, the minimum score that it dictates. If you release a game that does not meet the minimum score, you have to pay a penalty. And a royalty rate. The higher the rate, the more money you make. So this is a crime adventure. I don't want to make anything for info games, infogrames, you know. So I don't have a license for this. For anything, mythology, any genre, assassin, any genre, any topic, strategy. Publisher, Deep Platinum. Alright. Well, I don't think I'll do this right now. For now, I'm just going to make my own game like I said I was going to. I'm going to make this crime game. A crime action game seems like a good bet. And we'll put it on the Oasis. Well, that's a lot. No, it's not. It's fine. I've got the money for it. We're fine. And of course, it'll be on the Universe engine. So mature, it's a medium game. So it's a mature crime game. So if it's a crime game, are you playing as the cops or the robbers? I don't know. That's hard to say. Thinking about Genesis games, it's not very common to see a game where there's like it's built for multiplayer necessarily. Usually you see still a multiplayer. It's like the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation era was kind of when multiplayer became the big thing because there's like 4 controller ports and all that sort of thing. So maybe not have a focus on the multiplayer. So I don't know. Games are more about like wish fulfillment. So we'll say it's about playing as someone who pulls off a crime, but not bank robbers because Payday already did that. Okay, what kind of crimes are there? Oh, you know what? I could do one of my other real life games, although that's more of a racing game. It's called a Police Getaway, where you commit a crime and it's about trying to get away from the cops. I'll do that, but I'll do it a racing game. So let's not do that. Oh, here we go. So this game about crime. It's an action game. We'll call it Jaywalker Supreme. Yeah. This is the game where you have to jaywalk. So you just came from Target, right? You got all of your new stuff, and you're trying to make it to the Chick-fil-A across the street, okay? But the next crosswalk is like two feet in either direction, and you can't go that far, so you have to jaywalk across the street to get to the Chick-fil-A. Alright? But there are cops, and if the cops see you, or sometimes even if certain civilians see you, they'll call the cops on you. And if you get caught, then they'll send you to jail and give you a fine. Creating larger games is a significant task, and unlike in small games, one person cannot effectively be responsible for every aspect of a game. To create a good game and make the best use of your team, you will have to assign which of your team is responsible for which areas. Okay, so I have to assign my teammates. Okay, here we go. So I'm good at design and tech, but Tom is really better at technology. So gameplay is important for this. Story quests, probably not as important. A little bit more on engine. So gameplay is probably like that. In fact, let's put this all the way down. We'll have me on it because his design is low. And then engine there. So we'll have all that stuff in there. So yeah, the goal of the game is to jaywalk without getting caught, right? So if you get caught jaywalking, you get a fine. But if you successfully make it over without getting caught, then you get your Chick-fil-A, and that gives you more points. So there needs to be some AI. Level design is probably not so important. It's just a street that you walk across. In fact, this could probably be like a Frogger clone, where you have to get through the street without getting caught by the cops. But it's also more like a Metal Gear Solid thing, where you have to stay out of the vision range of the cops. So dialogue's probably not important. Let's put a little more in. In fact, AI, probably I'll put it up. You know what? Actually, let's put these both down a bit. In fact, we'll just yank them both up to the top. So I will do level design. Ooh, maybe not. In fact, let's bring this down a bit so that I'm at just 100. Then Tom, you go on dialogues. Okay, perfect. I still have one more thing to do, though, and we're both maxed out already. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work at all. Okay. Well, let's try it. Oh, I could hire another new person. I think I kind of need 3 people to do a medium game effectively. Because there's going to be this. I'm Steve O'Connell, a reporter for Planet GG. Good game. We've heard a rumor that your company is developing a game for mature audiences. Yeah, sure, I'll do an interview. Great. Thank you for your time. We'll publish the interview next week. That's it? I don't get to say anything about it? Oh no, this is not good. So I have to put somebody on this stuff. Can I just put it all way down? No. No, I can't. Graphics. Oh, I'm going to overwork us so hard. That's not good. You go on sound and I'll go on this. Oh no. Okay, let's put you like that. Let's try to even out the workload maybe. Oh, this is not good. Graphics. Okay. Tom, you go on there. And, I'll put down world design and I'll put this up until we're even at least. That's not good at all. We're getting overworked here. I need a third person. This game is probably not going to sell. According to the interview, we're working on our first game targeted at mature players. Buster, owner and CEO of Underdog Creation, said, "We think players are looking for more mature content in games, and we are willing to take a risk to give it to them. Many industry experts say that sooner or later, games with mature themes will become more common. We are curious to see how the market will react to these games." It's not the only recipe for build hype. Oh yeah, we're building hype. Sweet! In the beginning of your career, hype is mostly generated through random events, but once you gain more experience, you can use marketing and other strategies to generate hype. Okay, so since we got that interview in I guess it was a magazine? I don't know. We've got a little bit of hype for this game, but we're supremely overworking ourselves right now. So maybe if I give it more time, they'll generate some more bubbles or something? They will. No, wait, those are bugs. They're generating bugs. Whatever, just release it before the hype dies down. Good technology, I guess. And we level up on some of our stuff. Buster leveled up. That's good. Level editor. I skipped that a little quickly, but I managed to see it. So, alright. Jaywalker Supreme. It's probably fine. 6. Okay. Okay, 6. That's good. Another 6. Alright, so it's actually doing pretty well. It's not bad. It's okay. 6s across the board. That's pretty good. Tom, generate a game report for Jaywalker Supreme. It's probably going to tell me that we overworked ourselves really supremely, you might say. I don't know, it's selling okay. Not great. It's taking a while just to make 50k sales. Alright, let's see what we did wrong here. So, crime in action is great. Level design seems to be important. Alright, well, at the point where it was asking me about level design, I was just trying not to kill us. So, the Oasis in action is great. So it didn't mention anything about a mature audience on the Oasis. So that's interesting. Well, it looks like we kept our cash mostly up to where it is. I think maybe I'll hire another person before trying to make another big game. Ooh! Okay, we've got the Super NES. This is the greatest console we have ever built. It comes with state-of-the-art 16-bit graphics and sound. It is simply super. And that's why we call it the Super NES. Fans around the world have been waiting for this moment, and it seems that they will not be disappointed. Ooh, I'm excited to start making some Super Nintendo RPGs, guys. Super Nintendo was the golden age for RPGs, and I've got Medieval. So, we'll get working on that in the next episode. Let me know what you guys think of Tom references. Would you guys play Castle Guard? I would. It sounds super fun to me. Anyway, thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, And don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye, everyone.